Hi, welcome to Cinema Recap Chronicles. Today we are going to recap a 2019 movie called Undateable John. So, sit tight. The movie starts with a beautiful woman coming out of her car. She went into a shop. She bought her stuff and got a gift in return. Seems like the shopkeeper wants to hit on her. She started drinking. The scene shifts to the next day where we see two boys just waking up. Our main character, John, wakes up and goes surfing. The beautiful girl is getting ready, but it seems like her shirt always gets stuck in her balloons. Her dress is too tight for her. She finally is able to put on her clothes after a lot of work and goes for her receptionist work. She is returning but gets scared because of the police. Police asked her for the license, but it seemed like she did not have it, so she started opening her button to seduce him, but too bad as he is gay and she got arrested. The scene shifted to some kind of meeting for alcoholic people where you spit out and share your life, which John is attending and the beautiful girls also enter. While John says that he is an alcoholic and started telling his daily routine, it's the beautiful girl turn. She started telling her daily routine. Her name is Jane and she is lonely. While John starts hitting on her, he massages her to start a friendship while his friends are getting jealous since he got to touch her. Friendship is sure a great way to start things up. While Jane is at her home and she got a call from Rose from the meeting. While John is talking to his friend about his meeting and how he met a hot girl today, in the next scene, we see Jane drinking and working together. She called a help number hotline. Seems like she is frustrated with her legal assistance job. She wants to leave things while the guy consoles her, although it was a failure. While John's friend visited him and asked him not to smoke too much and him to attend today's meeting. They start talking about Jane and his friend bets that he cannot get her. While it seems like there are two new people joining the meeting. The band girl is Roxy, and she started telling her story. While Jane and John are talking after the meeting, John finally got her number. His roommate asks him to call Jane, and he does and lands a date. While Jane gets ready for tonight, John arrives and seems like he bought a day-old theater popcorn while Jane found out a box of condoms as well in his bag lol. John said that it's his roommate bag, but I don't think this gonna work. John started asking some weird questions about kids, and they finally started watching a movie while John started massaging her as he wanted to create another kind of movie with her. One thing led to another, and they started to empty the box of condoms. He is trying different positions. He finally enjoying his life. It's the morning time and he cannot believe he got Jane lol. Jane meets Rose the next day and she talks about John and how awful he was during intercourse. It's the next meeting time and John is telling his story and starts crying. Other people in the meeting also got sentimental while they were making fun of him a few minutes ago. The scene shifts to the band girl and John meeting together while she wants a bite of his burger. Not that burger which you guys are thinking about. While the meeting instructor is angry with him, as he is not able to improve John's life while he can improve and guide others. Honestly, it's the instructor's shortcoming if his methods don't work on John. While John started meditating, the scene shifted to Jane throwing her vodka. John later went to his mom's place and asked $500 from her. Well, he is 45 years old. Seems like life has hit him hard. He got the money but also got the scolding from her mom. John again tries his luck on Jane after his failed last meeting. Jane accused him. Jane also said that she faked while she also got to know that he bet on her with his friend and she got outraged. John still asks Jane for another chance. But I don't think this is going to work. He asked his friend what he's missing and he replied that John still did not have a car, lives with a roommate and borrows money from her mother. Jane got a call from Adam, his ex. Seems like it's the game over for John, while John is thinking hard of what he can bring to the table which Jane likes. His friend informs him that Jane got a call from her ex. John takes his car key from his friend to crash the meeting, while Jane is all ready to meet her rich, smart, and young ex. Ex are snakes, Jane. You should leave his house. While her ex grabbed her and started eating her, his real girlfriend came in. We got to know that the house belongs to her girlfriend, and he has been lying to Jane for a year that the house is his so that he can spend nights with her. While his GF is really angry, John cracks the party and saves Jane, telling them that she is her girlfriend. John came all the way to save Jane from his crackhead ex. while Jane is angry with John as he is not her boyfriend. While John gets some roses for Jane, John wants to start all over again and wants to take her for a nice dinner. John is trying hard. While they are in a meeting and John is finally able to make Jane say yes for the dinner date, while John is deciding on the suit, his friend and his daughter are helping him. John is finally getting things right and not acting like a creep, while John asks her for the marriage. Jane is happy and shocked at the same time. Everything is going well for him, and John asks her for a sea-count date for surfing. It's the one thing that John is best at. He is pulling all his strings. He finally lands up another date. The scene shifts to Jane and Rose chilling out, and while Jane is telling her how much she enjoyed the last meeting with John, Jane is all ready for her next date. She meets his roommate and John gives her a swim dress, which might going to be tight on her, but she finally puts it on. While John is giving her some basic lessons before surfing, John is enjoying. He is pulling his best cards on her. He is putting his best foot forward. The thing he is best at which is surfing. Finally, Jane can do a nice surfing with him while he is also able to put his thing inside her. Naughty John. He is taking advantage of Jane again. While Jane is tensed, but John assures her that she cannot get pregnant in water. John wants Jane to stay, but Jane wants to smoke. John stops her and tells her that he wants her to be healthy so she can produce healthy babies. John is sure a nice guy. Jane wants to remove her swim dress as it's really tight. She already told John that she was not going to fit in it because of her balloons. Now she got a tedious task to remove the suit. Well, our John is helping her. He is best at these things. He started helping her from behind, and they were finally able to get her balloons out, but her head got stuck in the dress. It's a hard process, but John uses his supreme level of skills that he mastered in his previous life. He's finally able to take her dress out. It seems like he also hurt and pulls some of her hair in the process. He asked her to lie down on the bed so that she could rest and relax, and then they watched the movie together. He is finally very happy. John is enjoying the best time with Jane. Well, Jane tells him that she wants to be a kindergarten teacher, and John confesses his love to Jane. Jane did a pregnancy test another day, and it seems like Jane got pregnant. They are in another meeting. While Jane is agnosious, and she announces that she is pregnant, John is happy and asks her to marry him. John proposes to her with his ring, and she finally accepts it, and the movie ends. Well, it was a funny movie. John's bad comic timing was great along with beauty of Jane. Thank you very much for watching the recap, and please like and subscribe to our channel if you want more such content. Have a great day ahead, you guys.